What's cracking, guys? It's Steve here. Have you ever found yourself in the situation where multiple spectators ask to choose a card? In this case, we're going to get 4 people to choose a card, and just for demonstration purposes, we are going to use the 4 queens, okay? But a spectator can choose a card at complete random. Actually, 4 spectators can choose a card at complete random. And so, they can lose the cards anywhere in the pack, like this. One goes there. You can go down the bottom. It really doesn't matter where you put them. And then basically, you just give the cards a complete mix up, and then all you have to do to find them is just give the cards a cut, and then a riffle shuffle. Now, once you've riffled them, you show that their selection's not on the top, nor is it on the bottom, but if you give the cards a little cut like this, you should be able to hit the spot perfectly and find the first selection. We'll do that again. All you have to do is riffle and show their selection's not on the top, it's not on the bottom either. Give it a few cuts and you should be able to cut perfectly to their card. Now we've got 2 more left, so let's try the last 2. Now we show again, nothing on the top, nothing on the bottom. Give it a few cuts and you just have to cut right at the spot, and bang, there's the last one. Now the last card is a little bit different. We give it a little riffle and we can find it right. Oh, sorry, no, that's the wrong one. That's a king. That's okay. All you have to do is cast a spell over and snap, and somehow, some way, their card is found. Now let's learn how that's done. Okay, so here's the explanation to this really cool card trick where you can have multiple people select a card. In this case, we're just going to get 4 cards selected. And just for demonstration, we're going to use the 4 queens. Now, I'll teach you how to control these cards to the top. Now, it's a bit of a cool control because you can actually control them to the bottom and then to the top. So here's what I mean. You take the 4 selections, get 4 of the same card just for practice, and you want to slide them in towards the bottom, slightly up a bit, and then you want to leave just a little portion of the packet, about that much there, up top. And here is why. So the first part to get them to the top is to actually get them to the bottom. Allow me to explain. So once you're in that position there, you want to then drop this portion of the cards on top, like this. So let them fall. And then you want to use your thumb to grab those 4 queens as well as the top, and then proceed straight away to do a Hindu shuffle. Okay? And then you'll have the 4 queens at the bottom. That's the first step. So I'm going to do that one more time for you. So we get their selection, all 4 of them. We'll place 1 towards the bottom, we'll place 2 down there, another one near the middle, and 1 further up. So you're in that position right there. So you've got all 4 selections. You want to hold the cards in that position. You want to drop that top packet here. So this part here, you're going to drop on top. And then with your thumb, grab the top portion and the 4 selections, and then pull this away. And then proceed to do a Hindu shuffle. Like so. So now you've got them to the bottom. So that's the first part. Now once they're at the bottom, getting them to the top is really easy. Now you want to be doing this next step as you're talking to the spectator. So all you do now is while you're talking, you're actually counting 1, 2, 3, 4. Catch a pinky break. Okay? So once you got the pinky break, it's just a simple matter of going 1, 2, 3, 4. And now you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 queens, or their selections, at the very top. Okay, so I'm going to do that one more time. So as you're talking, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Catch a pinky break. Go 1, 2, 3, and 4, and square it up. And now we're up to the next part. Okay, so now that you've got the 4 selections on the top of the pack, here's what you need to do now. You actually need to riffle, shuffle, and control 1 card on top of the queens. For example, you want to shuffle, and hold one card on top so that you've got a random card and then you've got the 4 queens underneath. Okay, so that's very important. So what you want to practice is riffling the cards down and just dropping one card on top. Okay, so we've got a random card on top and then underneath are the 4 queens. So once you've got that random card on top, you want to do this. You want to say, look, there's no selection on top, and then you swivel cut that to the other hand, and you want to say there's none on the bottom, but at the same time you want to catch a pinky break under the left hand side, like so. Okay, so I'll do that again. Put that up here. So you say, look, there's no selection on top, you swivel cut that over, you show there's none on the bottom, but at the same time you're getting a pinky break under this card here. So it looks like this. We'll do it all at one motion. So yeah, here we go. So in one motion now, you go, look, there's no selection on the top, swivel cut, there's none on the bottom, and I've got that pinky break ready, because now I'm just going to cut little packets across on top of that pinky break. And then once you're in that position there, you hold the break and then you grab with your right hand and you keep your thumb right there between the break, so that when you drop the cards on the table, it looks like you're cutting exactly to one of the selections. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it all at medium pace for you. Okay, so we've controlled the queens to the top, and then we control one card on top of the queens, and then we say, look, I don't have a selection on top, there's not one on the bottom, catch a pinky break, swivel cut a few packets over on top of the break, hold the break with your pinky, release, use your thumb to keep a break between the gap there, and then you put the cards on the table and you immediately lift that packet up, put the other pack on top and show the selection. And that's all you do. Okay, so you do it again. To find the second selection, drop a card on top, you say, look, there's none on top, there's none on bottom, catch a little pinky break, swivel cut a few over, catch a little break with your pinky, transfer it to your thumb, drop, bang, and there's another one. And that is the entire process until I get to the last queen. I do a little double lift. So here's the third one, nothing on the top, nothing on the bottom, it's a few cuts, whoop, drop that down, catch a break there, and there's the third one. So for the very last one, all I do is just a normal shuffle, keeping the last queen on the top. So obviously it's on the top, but instead of dropping one on top of there, I just do a double lift, okay? And go, oh wait, hang on a second, that's not your selection. Put it on top and just give it a little snap. And obviously it changes into the last selection. And that's a really cool trick. Well, I think so anyway. All right, people, thank you so much for sticking around and learning this really cool card trick with me. If you have any questions or suggestions, leave them in the comments below. And I'm so sorry for the late video. I have been really sick the last couple of weeks. So if you really enjoyed this, make sure you leave a thumbs up. And if you're new here, subscribe. I do upload videos every single week. And remember to take care of yourself, because there's no one more important than you. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.